on Women Radio 91.7 FM, where curious minds become brilliant minds. Today is another wonderful day, isn't it? We learn, we laugh, we think fast, and we have loads of fun together as usual. Did you know that every time you learn something new, your brain creates new connections? Yeah. On this show, your brain is going to be making lots of connections because we're going to be learning a lot today. That means every question you answer today is helping your brain become even stronger. So, whenever you're at home, in the car, with your family, or hanging out with your friends, get ready to test your knowledge and show everyone just how smart you are. Because it's officially time for, yes, another episode of the Mega Quiz Challenge, the ultimate quiz challenge. And as usual, you only have 2 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. Remember, you need to think quickly, answer boldly, and pick only one option from A, B, C, or D. Score 10 correct, and you stand a chance, yes, you will, to win an amazing school bag. Call now 07000 917 917. I repeat it again 07000 917 917. Okay. Um, Before I forget, let me remind you that aunties, uncles, friends, big sisters, big brothers, mummies, and daddies, anybody, literally anybody, younger sisters, younger brothers, do not help when you call on the show. Do not help your siblings. Do not help your friends. Do not help your children. Because we want to see what they can do on their own. Because I mean, let's just see them shine. It's their moment when they call on the show. So let's let them answer themselves and shine so brightly on the show. Thank you so much. I know you cooperate. So thank you. All right. So if your brain is fully activated, shout, "My brain's on fire." Okay. Say that again. My brain is on fire. Okay. I think your brain is on fire. This brain is on fire. Okay. I think we're ready. So let's start with some fun facts. And before I go into the fun facts, I think I've forgotten. No, I haven't. 07000 917 917. I repeat again. 07000 917 917. Let's see what these fun facts have for us today. Okay. So I believe I've said koalas sleep a lot, right? But did you know koalas sleep up to 20 hours a day? 24 hours in a day, right? We all know that. No matter if you're the richest man or you're anything, 24 hours a day. But koalas sleep for up to 20 hours. Out of those 24 hours, they are enjoying 20 hours out of 24. That leaves them with, they say up to, so that leaves them with about 4 hours to do any other thing. And I'm like, got to go back to snooze. That's that's an interesting lifestyle. A shrimp's heart is located in its head. In its head. You know, our heart is located in our body, our chest, middle, left. Yeah. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping. Aww, that's so cute. So if you want to sleep, you just be like, come here, let's hold hands. And we go on snooze. A chameleon's, this one is actually really cool and crazy. I know. A chameleon's eyes can look in different directions at the same time. I know for people that know how to roll their eyes really well, just like, when you're rolling your eyes, you're not really looking. Let me not say you're not looking, but you're looking, both of your eyes are looking in the same place at the same time. Because, like, when I want to look at my left, I look at my left. I can also look at my right. And when I want to look at my right, I can't look. When I'm looking forward, I can't look backwards. It's just that. But chameleon's eyes can look in different directions at the same time. Meaning they could be looking there and be looking there for danger. Is anybody coming? Let's run, guys! Let's run! So I guess, well, chameleons are actually pretty interesting, weird animals because they can also, I believe they're the ones that can also like change color. So, they're interesting. Let's do more research on chameleons, guys. All right, we've come to the end of the first batch of the fun facts, but nobody has called. Oh, 7,917,917. I'll repeat it again because I love you guys. Oh, 7,917,917. Okay. All right. So I feel like we should take at least one quiz question to show the people that are interested in calling what they're coming for. Okay. So yeah, I'm on fire. Okay. So let's look for a good question, to make people interested. Because this show is actually quite interesting if you ask me. Yeah. Okay. I think I found a question. Let's see. Should we do math or science? Obviously, science. Everybody loves a good science. The question. So let's go. Which organ filters waste from the blood? And we have options: A, heart; B, kidneys; C, lungs; and D, the brain. All right. So, we're not just here to answer questions. We're here to learn. So let's learn. The heart, as I said earlier, pumps blood. That's the main, is part of the circulatory system. And the circulatory system circulates blood, as it says in the name, around the body. So our heart, it pumps blood to the lungs, it pumps blood everywhere. So that's the function. And it has to pump oxygenated blood around the body. Oxygenated meaning it has oxygen, because why would you just be pumping deoxygenated blood around the body? Because we need oxygen to survive. So, okay. Next, let's talk about the lungs. The lungs are, to keep it very simple, the lungs are where amino acids. So, when you take protein, you take your eggs, you take your milk, there's something the body is turns it into, and that's called amino acids. AMINO acids. ACIDS. So those amino acids we use them, right? But sometimes it comes in excess. Let's just put it that way. It comes in excess. So there's nothing the body can do than to just destroy them. So this takes place in the lungs. But when they that takes place in the liver rather. Ooh, I was talking about the lungs. Wow. So let's just continue with the liver. So that takes place in the livers, where the amino acids are broken down and they're destroyed. So you probably wondering, like, okay, what happens after that? So this broken down. Hello, is anyone there? I don't think so. Okay, so these destroyed amino acids, guess what they're called? Urea. Sounds pretty close to the word called urine. We're getting there. So urea is a very toxic substance, and it needs to be removed from the body ASAP. Like, we can't leave any in the body. So it is now going to the kidney. Now, which organ filters waste from the blood? You see what I'm talking about? Now the kidneys take this toxic substance called urea, and then it also combines with lots of other stuff like water. The body needs water, but the kidneys help regulate the water like levels. So yeah, it takes out a bit of water, not all the water, but it takes out all the urea. Okay. So, as I was saying, glucose. Oh, okay, yeah. So, glucose, when they're runners, and then glucose, they quickly take some glucose because the body will quickly break it down into energy, which will, help them run faster. So, yes. And then D, the brain. So, we already answered the question. Which organ filters waste from the blood, and that's the kidney. But we still need to talk about the brain. The brain is basically like the main controller, like, oh my gosh, so much aura. Yeah, but before I go on with the brain, guess what? You can call 07000 917 917. I'll repeat it again. 07000 917 917. Okay, back to the brain. So the brain basically controls everything. Like, without the brain, nothing works. Nothing works. So the brain is the one that tells the heart to pump blood. The brain is the one that tells the liver to do what they do with the kidneys, to tell everything. It controls hormones. It controls basically the body. So that's basically the brain. It's part of the nervous system, which is uses nerves to send electrical impulses, I believe. So it's just like when you touch a hot iron or something, you don't wait. You don't start thinking, should I remove my hand? Like, for example, let's say there's a stove. Let's not use stove. Let's use iron. So you're ironing your clothes, and then you put the iron upside down, and your hand mistakenly touches the iron. Sorry, but are you going to sit down there for 1 hour and start thinking, oh my gosh, that hurts? Am I going to remove my hand? Would that make the situation better? Is that going to make this situation better? No, you won't do that. You're just going to you're going to quickly remove your hand. You're going to quickly remove your hand. And that's basically the nerve sending electrical impulses. So, yes. So, as we already stated, the answer is B. Kidney is the organ which filters waste or waste products from the blood. Now you know. Okay. So, before I go any further, I'm not going any further until I call the phone lines. 07000 917 917. Call on 07000 917 917. All right, let's go. Who doesn't like a good history question? I mean, history can be, challenging at times, but guess what? That's why I'm here. We're going to decode everything. We're going to make it super duper easy. We're going to just have fun while learning history. Because there's a lot to learn in history, if you ask me. So let's go. Okay. History question is, who discovered America in 1492? Okay. So let's take the options. Ooh, some pretty interesting options. We have Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama. Okay. We have B, Christopher Columbus. We have C, Ferdinand Magellan. And we have D, Marco Polo. Oh my gosh, before we go any further, saying Marco Polo just reminds me so much of staying in the pool or just staying in the trampoline or something. And me and my younger brother, my lovely younger brother, Kai, will be playing games. Marco Polo, everybody just be having fun. Moving on to the question, who discovered America in 1492? So from this, we already know that America was discovered in 1492. But who was the person? And the answer is, drum roll please, Christopher Columbus. Yes, CC, Christopher Columbus. I'm feeling challenged. Let's spell his name. Christopher. And we have a caller. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? How old are you? And are you excited? Hello. Hi. Good morning. Are you there? Hello. Hi. I'm excited to meet you.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, there's somebody there. Hello. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? How old are you? Hello? I don't think I think the call cuts. But try calling back, Just try calling back. 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Try calling back. Can't wait to meet you. Okay. How many days are there in a leap year? Not a year, but a leap year. We have A, 364 days. We have B, 365 days. We have C, 366 days. And we have D, 367 days. So the answer is, in a year, there are 365 days. But in a leap year, there are 366 days. Take notes. Okay. So let's spell a word that people often spell they because of the pronunciation, a lot of people spell this word wrongly. That's what I mean. So the word is separate. So it is not said as separate. Separate is separate. 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 Right. Now, a lot of people go ahead and say SEPERATE. And I'm like, that used to be me a long, long time ago, until I realized that it's not separate, as that's how it separates, right? Separates. But it's not an E, it's an A. It's SEPARATE. So the pronunciation is quite misleading, right? It's quite misleading. So yeah. All right. We have 225 divided by 15. First math question of the day. 225 divided by 15. A 10, B 12, C 15, D 18. So from my magic senses, I'm joking, from multiplication table, I know that 15 times 15 is 225. So 225 divided by 15 will simply be 15. Option C. And that's how we just tackle that question. Let's keep going. But before we keep going, I have something serious to tell y'all. Call the show. Call right now. 07000 917 917. I can't wait to have you. 07000 917 917. Moving on. What is the boiling point of water in Celsius? There are different ways to check stuff, measure stuff. We have Celsius, Kelvin, and Fahrenheit. But like in most schools, we use Celsius because it's just a lot of people know Celsius. So we have A, boiling point of water. We have A, 50 degrees Celsius. We have B, 75 degrees Celsius. We have C, 100 degrees Celsius. And we have D, 150 degrees Celsius. And the answer is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So if you're boiling your water and it's telling you how it's like in the kettle, and that kettle is actually telling you the Celsius at each point. When it gets to 100 degrees, just know your water is boiling. So yes, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. History. Once again. Who invented the telephone? Interesting. We have A, Thomas Edison. We have B, Alexander Graham Bell. We have C, Isaac Newton. And we have D, Albert Einstein. Yeah. So Thomas Edison was the man who, I actually just learned that he's the man that learned how to keep the light bulb like switched on, if that makes any sense, like stay on for a continuous period of time, not the person that really created the light bulb. So yes, yeah. Then we have Alexander Graham Bell. He was the man who created the telephone. Yes, I pick up my telephone, I call you, how are you doing? It's because of the wonderful man, Alexander Graham Bell. Yes, Alexander Graham Bell. We also have Isaac Newton. I recently also learned that the apple didn't fall on Isaac Newton's head. It didn't. It fell beside him. Like it's a very big misconception. I believe that the apple fell on Isaac Newton's head. But he saw it fall beside him. That's how he observed gravity, that whatever goes up comes down. That's why we say whatever goes around comes around. Then we have Albert Einstein. No, this man did some good things. E equals mc square, like the equation for energy, the equation for so many things to Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein. Like, if you haven't heard of Albert Einstein, you need to go do your research because this man did some good stuff. Okay? So who invented the telephone? We know it's Alexander Graham Bell. Okay. Which is the smallest continent? Oh my gosh, you've come to one of my favorite parts. Saying the continent song. 3. Okay, if you've been here since like J1, you know the continent song. You have to know it. Like, who doesn't even kind of knows it? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia. Encore! Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia. Those are the 7 continents of the world, and it goes in order from the biggest to smallest. So Asia, biggest, Africa, second biggest, and it goes like that. And the last one, finally, Australia. So the last one is Australia. And as we said, it goes from biggest to smallest. So the smallest continent in the world is Australia. Yes, Australia. So that's the smallest continent in the world. If you did not know that, I just taught you the simplest way to know it. Asia, now you got to repeat after me now because you ain't living here if you do not know this song because it's absolutely amazing. Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica. Did you say it? Europe. Okay. And finally, Australia. Yes, and finally, Australia. Yay! You've officially learned the continent song. I learned this when I was in, I think, year 3. And I'm in year 9, going to year 10. And I still know it. That's how good the song is. Like, it's a lifetime song. You do not need to forget it. So let's go. All right. These fun facts, they're getting quite jealous because we've actually not visited them in a while. We did the first batch. But I mean, yeah, there's always second batch. So let's go through some incredible space facts. Okay. Jupiter is so large that over 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. If you ever struggle like knowing the order of like the smallest, biggest, or yeah, if you ever struggle with knowing all the planets, here's an acronym I learned when I was in primary school, and you can also see it online. It's a mnemonic. My very educated mother just served us noodles. Yeah, I think that's the order from the sun, if I'm not mistaken. So my very educated mother just served us noodles. So mine will stand for Mercury, very will stand for Venus, educated will stand for Earth. My very educated mother, Mars, just so yes. Jupiter is so large that over 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. That's a giant. Saturn could float in water because it is less dense than water. That is wow. That is really cool. I mean, one day on Mercury lasts longer than its year. Wow. Crazy, right? Neutron stars are incredibly dense, yeah. And the footprints left on the moon may remain there for millions of years. I'm going to the moon tomorrow. If you want, you can follow me. Just link up with me. We're going there together. One of my teachers in school will always be like, I'm going to send you to the moon. And I think I want to be sent to the moon so I can go leave my footprints there for the next millions of years. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to say this, but it's a wrap. It's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap of today's exciting, mega, ultimate quiz challenge experience. A huge shout out to our amazing crew working behind the scenes. A big thank you, like a giant thank you, to my producer, Umi, and my executive producer, So Okewale Shinaya. A big thank you as well to my friends, my mom, my dad, my siblings, everybody that has shown so much support to this show. Thank you so much. Massive thank you to listeners, to all my listeners, to parents, to teachers, and supports turning in today. I can never forget my callers, the people who also tried to call, I think there was somebody that tried to call today, but the internet or something had its way. So I'll next week. Just don't forget to call Saturday 9:30. Yeah, and I'll see you then. Always remember, every question you answer makes you stronger. Every mistake helps you learn. Every day is another chance to grow smarter. Keep reading, keep exploring, keep dreaming big because the future belongs to curious minds and that's smart minds. Until we meet again, stay brilliant, stay confident, and keep your mind shining bright. This is Smart Mind with Kiki saying goodbye for now. Smart minds rule the world. Bye. Mwah.